Gentlemen, we call this session to order. Namaskar, Swagatam, warm welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Delhi Roadshow destination Tripura, Business Conclave 2026. Tripura today stands among India's leading states in business facilitation and regulatory reforms with strong performance in deregulation initiatives, compliance burden reduction, system-driven approvals, and business reforms action plan implementation. This roadshow, ladies and gentlemen, brings to you the possibilities Tripura has to offer and shares Tripura's strategic importance in the northeastern region with a view to attract investments and strengthen trade and economic cooperation. This morning, we are very honored to have with us Honorable Minister, Industries and Commerce, Government of Tripura, Srimati Shantanu Chakma. Namaskar, ma'am, and warm welcome to you. Also, the dais, we are honored to have with us Secretary, Industries and Commerce, Government of Tripura, Mr. Kiran Gitte. Namaskar, sir. And we've also been joined by Dr. Deepak Kumar, Director, Industries and Commerce, Government of Tripura, Shri Manuk Mujumdar, Senior Advisor, FICCI, and also on the dais we have Mr. Bishwajit Chakraborty, Assistant Secretary General, FICCI. Once again, a heartiest welcome to our dignitaries on the dais, and also a extended and a very warm welcome to all our delegates, special invitees, and friends present in the audience. Ladies and gentlemen, at FICCI, in keeping our commitment towards sustainability, instead of presenting our dignitaries a bouquet of flowers, we present a thicket of trees in the form of a green certificate. This certificate is our commitment to plant trees in the name of honorable guest at the Trees for Ram Janmabhoomi, Ayodhya, UP. May I request Shri Manuk Mujumdar to kindly present a green certificate to Honorable Minister Ma'am and welcome her. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as we welcome Honorable Minister, Industries and Commerce, Government of Tripura, Srimati Shantanu Chakma. Warm welcome to you, ma'am. We now request Manub sir once again to now present a green certificate to Shri Kiran Gite and welcome him to the conclave. Warm welcome to you, sir. Once again requesting Mr. Majumdar to now present a green certificate to Dr. Deepak Kumar and welcome him to this conclave. Warm welcome to you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, we begin our session, and may I request Dr. Deepak Kumar, Director, Industries and Commerce, Government of Tripura, to kindly deliver the welcome address and also the industrial outlook of Tripura.
Good morning, everyone. Honorable Minister of Industries and Commerce, Srimati Shantanu Chakma Ma'am, Government of Tripura. Honorable Kiran Gite Sir, Secretary, Industries and Commerce, Government of Tripura. Sri Manab Majumdar Ji, Senior Advisor, FICCI. Sri Biswajit Ji, Assistant Secretary General, FICCI. And all the respected delegates from different companies, different entrepreneurship, and all the government officials of Government of Tripura. Welcome everyone to Delhi Roadshow and interaction with the interaction for the Investment Summit 2026. In my welcome address, I'll take you all to the overall view of industrial outlook of Tripura to have an understanding as what Tripura has achieved so far and what are we expecting today. So this is the So Tripura industrial infrastructure, we have 21 industrial estates which spreads across 2,000 acres, and we have one SEZ and sector specific zone. Then we have Bojung Nagar Industrial Park, which is the only challenger park in the northeast area. So that is very important. Our industrial estates have all the facilities, infrastructure, amenities, and great connectivity. And to upgrade our industrial estates and parks, there is a IDB project ongoing with the total project cost of $112 million. There are brownfield projects in greenfield projects, and we are developing total 950 acres in phase 1. And then there is going to be a phase 2 also, where we will be developing another 1,000 acres. It has all the common infrastructure. The importance of common infrastructure is that it will reduce your cost of doing business. These are the project components. Just to say, we have power distribution systems in those industrial assets ready for you, transportation ready for all the workers and all the business officials, social amenities for the social safeguards and supporting infrastructure, and all the roads, stormwater drainage, bridges, whatever is needed to be there in a high quality industrial park. Then to ease your application, to ease your doing business in Tripura, there is a single window clearance platform which provides the facility of approx 20 department at a single platform. So, so as to not to run from here to there, and just apply on it, and then process will be very smooth. It will go from one department to another, and very quickly you will be having the license NOC in your hand. So as you can see, the health department, electrical department, and the factories and all the department are clubbed in the single window clearance system. For the businesses, what is most important is, I believe, that is the land allotment. So we have 3 different policies which brings ease for the land allotment. One is land allotment policy for industrial estate. As I said, for 2,000 acres, there is a separate policy. Then there is a government land allotment policy for the allotment of government land by the revenue department. It is again very easy. And then there is a land diversion policy. So thanks to the efforts of our government and our government officials for the deregulation and compliance reduction, that the land diversion zone that has become very easy. It is just intimation to the authority along with the fees. So these are the sectoral strength of Tripura. I will name here only, and then my fellow government officials will talk about it in detail. So these are the natural resources: bamboo, rubber, agarwood, IT, digital. To give you a glimpse that any sector of your particular interest, you may have a look upon this in the upcoming presentation as well as in the B2G session also. Then there is a great scope of renewables, gas and solar potential. Great scope in higher education, and we have a skilled resources which will facilitate your business, and great potential in the tourism also. This is very important as with respect that Tripura has emerged as the first in deregulation and compliance reduction in with respect to ease of doing business at the national level. It is not only the first in the northeast category or otherwise, but it is national first in the national level that we have achieved. It is mainly focusing on how to improve the ease of doing business. And Tripura was the first top achiever in 2 business reforms in Business Reform Action Plan 2024. And we had achieved a 95% business reforms. And now we are going into the phase 2 of deregulation and business reforms of 2025. Overall, all this, what is meant for is that it reduces the cost of doing business and it improves the ease of living. And this is what I think is the mantra of the day. This is outlooks. This is visionary of a 5 trillion economy, as India is heading towards the 5 trillion economy. So it features the efforts of Tripura through the face of our Honorable Chief Minister. And then Honorable Cabinet Secretary also uploaded Cabinet Chief Secretary for achieving first position in phase 1 of deregulation. and now we are heading towards the phase 2 also. And I'm happy to say that Tripura achieved the phase 1 top position in just 5 months only. And again, now we are going towards the phase 2 deregulation, which will further improve the ease of doing business. These are the policy regulates. Just to say the names only, that we have current incentive and subsidy policies which will help your business grow in Tripura and which will help Tripura also grow. That is Tripura Industrial Investment Promotion Incentive 2022, Tripura Industrial Investment Policy 2024, and Unnati Policy 2024. Everything will be discussed in detail in coming sessions as well as in B2G also. Now about a very particular interest to you for your companies, for your investment. These are the kind of future expansion plans, like hospitality, IT, retail, lifestyle, skill entrepreneurship, land bank expansion and GIS integration, SAIS infra upgrade, land ports, airports, helipads, and Sabroom Agartala Dhamanagar economic corridor, and entrepreneurship development incubation center to provide the skilled resources and promotion of MSMEs and industrial township. So I'm sure you will find some of your interest here in these future expansion plan. So we are most welcome all of you to have a discussion on these and any of your new kind of project or any kind of inquiries. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for that very warm and informative welcome address and industrial outlook of Tripura. May I now request Secretary Industries and Commerce, Government of Tripura, Shri Kiran Gite, to kindly present the theme address and context sharing.
Good morning. On the occasion of Delhi Roadshow organized by Industry and Commerce Department of Tripura along with FICCI and other support agencies, I would like to welcome all of you on behalf of the state government. On the dais we have our Honorable Minister Santana Chakma Madam, my colleague Dr. Deepak Kumar, Director, Sri Mana Mujumdar ji from FICCI, Sri Biswajit Chakravarti ji, all the officials from DPIIT, from Ministry of Donor, from Invest India, and all the investors who have shown interest in the state of Tripura. So my colleague Deepak gave you a very brief. I would just like to supplement what he said. So Tripura is one of the 8 Ashtalakshmi states, and some of you might have visited, heard of, or have some friends or some relations there. Of course, we don't call small or we don't call it remote. These 2 words we don't use, because small is not the negative attribute. Actually, small is beautiful. And now with the improved connectivity by air, by road, by railway, by telecom, no place on earth is remote. So we are neither small nor remote. We are beautiful, very rich in natural resources. He tried to explain. Mainly we have huge stock of natural gas. Actually, you can say that Tripura is floating on the natural gas. We have gas-based thermal power generation. We have very rich resource of rubber, both rubber latex as well as rubber wood. We are second largest rubber plantation in the country after Kerala. We have very naturally rich variety of horticultural products, especially pineapple, jackfruit, oranges, scented lemon, you just search them. Agri products like say our khasa rice. Now there was a time, maybe say 10-15 years back, when all these products, in spite of their rich variety and very high volumes, used to find it very difficult to reach the market. But now you can search any of these products on Google and you will find that somebody has done a branding, somebody has done a marketing, somebody has done production, somebody has done packaging, and they are finding their way out of the region and their right place in the market. Not only that, to supplement this, in last few years, the central government as well as state government has done huge public investment. We have now rail connectivity all through, because if you see the map, Tripura is the southeast state in the northeast region, means one of the most, if you see, distant state. I am again not calling us as a remote. It is, but it is now well connected. We have Rajdhani Express running from Delhi to Agartala, and from Agartala to many places in the country. We have 923 kilometer national highway within the state. Now, access control 4-lane highway is being now under construction from Siliguri to Guwahati, Guwahati to Silchar, and Silchar to Sabrom in Tripura. So very soon this access control highway will start, which will supplement the existing rail connectivity. Actually, the work from Siliguri to Guwahati is completed, from Guwahati to Silchar is ongoing, and from Silchar to Sabrom, some packages have just started. Now, third thing, that as I told, that we have abundant source of natural gas. Now, IGGL is doing a gas pipeline connecting Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura with Assam's gas pipeline, so that the gas can flow both ways, okay, depending on the demand and supply. We are a power surplus state. We sell about 200 megawatt power to Bangladesh. Even during the not so easy period, our power supply remained undisturbed, I can say. We are having India's third international internet gateway at Agartala after Chennai and Mumbai. Very stable internet gateway. It is a matter of fact that nowadays 90% meetings happen by VC. Many times the connectivity from other end, from Delhi, Mumbai, other places, it gets affected, but Tripura connectivity remains stable. And now, with the progressive data center policy, Airtel is now establishing their data center for Eastern India in Agartala. Now, there was a time when heavy material production used to be not done in northeast, and then it used to be done in some place in Bengal or Assam, and then trucks used to ferry. But now, even the steel production, even the cement production, even the cement block production, and so many heavy iron rods, you can say, or flat sheets, all these are happening within the northeast. So, nobody in this hall should think that Tripura means something very not very relevant. And what my colleague tried to say about the administration, we are the only state in the country where there is a paperless government, starting from our cabinet to secretariat to district to block or to gram panchayat. We are totally paperless government. We don't have any file moving. Even our Tripura Bhavans, even our say other PSUs, everybody is on e-office, on the e-cabinet, and some people believe, some people, because it is too good to be believed. You can search on Google. Last year there was a task force on deregulation and compliance reduction set up by Prime Minister, chaired by Cabinet Secretary. All the secretaries in the Government of India were members. So there were 23 business reforms, and there were about 243 business reform areas to be action points, you can say. And time period was given for 1 year. Tripura completed that business reform agenda within 5 months. We stood first. You see, the Economic Times had carried a story. There are so many states now which are very progressive industry wise, but we want to catch up, and we want to show that we are as business friendly as any other state in the country. And our sectoral policies, now my colleagues will come and they will speak, that all the sectoral policies, be it industrial policy, it was 24, data center policy, land lease policy, the land, we have abandoned land both within the industrial estates as well as outside the industrial estates. And with the new network of railways and highways, a lot of abandoned private land is also available. Now there is a new trend I have seen, that people, they want to set up industry or any other venture at the location of their choice, because many times government land is not at the right place that you want. But now suppose you want to set up medical college or some tourist facility, then location is very important. So even private land, and again I am saying that we are the only state in the Northeast where the land settlement had happened regularly. Means we have a private land abandoned. There is no concept of community land in our state. Like there are some states where there are issues. So you can transact in land also. So there are many companies coming for logistics. Logistic policy is also there. Okay, we will share a QR code on the screen, where on one QR code you will get our all latest policy documents, incentives there. So I mean to say that land resource is abundant, and land allotment, land lease has been made very easy. Like Deepak said, that change of land use, okay, which is the most difficult task for any entrepreneur. No, we decided that for industrial and commercial purpose, the conversion of agricultural land is now that permission is not required, but you have to just declare your use, what is industrial, commercial, educational, and inform the SDO so that land record is updated, and you need to pay that land conversion cost, one-time cost, and then the land revenue will be assessed in every year as per that use. But permission is not required. Similarly, if you see the building permissions, we have introduced for G+1 building self-certification, that there is a Tripura Municipal Act and there are building rules. So if you comply with that, you can give a self-certification for G+1 building, that our building is as per the building rules, and you pay the fees, you are given permission. For G+3 up to 15 meter, we accept the third party certification for building permission. Again, if your architect gives a compliance certificate that this building plan complies with the building rules, it is given. Same is for fire. Same is for the pollution control. There is a white category, there is orange category, green category. Only for the red category there is an inspection. So all these are part of the ease of doing business. You can see on the ground. And the Swagat portal which he mentioned, you can browse. that 64 permissions from 20 departments are given in a single window, single application form, single fees, and in a time-bound manner. Now we are going to outsource even the handling of that single window, like say passport, is being run by TCS. Ministry of External Affairs doesn't run the passport system. It is run by TCS. Of course, the regional RPO, he signs that. So in the same way, what we are coming up with that, the private agency will handle our single window, and they will be paid depending on how many certificates are given within the time-bound manner which we have promised in our policies. So whatever reforms we have done on paper should be felt by the entrepreneurs. So these are some of the aspects. We would like you to visit Tripura. So next month we are going to have a Destination Tripura Business Conclave there, and this is a roadshow for that. And regarding say tourism, okay, there was a time when there were no hotels, there were no safe areas to visit, even though they were very naturally beautiful. But in Tripura, any insurgency or anything, you can check. There is not a single act of insurgency in last 20-25 years. And all militants have surrendered. Some of them have joined the mainstream. Both our hard and soft policy, our rehabilitation of the militants, all this has worked. And now everybody want to do entrepreneurship, business. And you might also heard that Tripura is the third literate state in the country, fully literate state in the country, after Goa and Mizoram. So when there is a good business ecosystem, when there is a good education, when there is a transport administration, why people will join the violent activities? Now coming back to tourism, that we have very culturally and heritage-wise very rich sites, naturally very beautiful. Mata Tripura Sundari temple was rejuvenated, and the new corridor has been inaugurated by Honorable Prime Minister in September 2025. We have a Dumbur Lake. There is an island where there are log huts. There you can stay. We are developing 4 more islands there. We have Unakoti, you might have heard. It is on the class 6 history textbook of NCRT. Okay, there is Jampu Hills, which is adjoining Mizoram. So there are so many places of interest. Now we are having say 4 or 5 hotels. Now Taj Palace Hotel is coming to Tripura. We have given them Pushpanta Palace for development. Work is going on. We hope that in next year 27 that Palace Hotel will start operational. We have 28 health institutions, 3 medical colleges in Tripura. We have about 20 pharmacy, nursing and other paramedical institutes. So much so that now we have to go for a separate health university now, because our central university is not able to cater to these 28 colleges. There are 50 plus degree colleges. There is about 4 private universities. Asia's largest Buddhist university is coming in Sabrum. It is being funded by the Buddhist societies across the Thailand, Malaysia. So very soon you will find that a lot of say Buddhist learning will happen in Tripura. at Sabroom. So what we have seen in last few years that in processing industry, as I said, rubber, gas, bamboo, horticulture products, in IT, in health, in tourism, in education, in solar power, because now there was an issue of say fixing the rate for power purchase agreement. Recently, our TERC, Tripura Electricity Commission, they have fixed the rate. So now you can sign the PPAs also. So these are some of the niche areas where we are getting good investment. Last year there was a Rising Northeast Investment Summit in Bharat Mandapam. I think some of you might have attended it. So there 30,000 crore MOUs were signed with the 8 states. Only Tripura was 15,800 crore, half of that. So that gives us a confidence that, and out of that say 5,022 crore, about 91 projects have been grounded, less than a year. So we would like you to come down to our state, because seeing is believing. You talk with our friends today, all departments are here. You give your queries, we will keep them ready by the time you come. And you also talk to your friends that in the March, about 19th and 20th March, we have tentatively fixed. So there will be a 2 days conclave. So you all come there. There are many proposals of the past also which are in pipeline. So in addition to say these 3 policies what Deepak told about Unnati, which is the incentive policy by DPIIT, and we have Tripura Industry Investment Promotion Policy of 2022, and there is Industrial Policy 2024. In addition to that, we have Investment Promotion Agency of Tripura, which looks after the projects which are more than 100 crore and with 100 plus employment, and we give them the customized incentives for the projects above 100 crore. They did not fit into the say standard schemes. So like say we are now getting a proposal for production of bamboo based charcoal, okay, for automobile industry, which is a new technology which is coming, and India is importing a lot of that charcoal. So they are going to set up in our SEZ at Sabroom. So we are giving them the very incentivized and very customized incentives, I mean to say. So if your project is good, then come and sit with us, discuss with us. It need not fit into the standard model. Okay, small and medium projects will fit, but there are some some projects which needs support in the beginning. Like say when the Taj Hotel groups they came to us and they told that we want to set up a palace hotel, but the palace hotel is not commercially viable for 5 years. Then we give them a support. So we'll give support if the project is viable down the line, and if it makes a sense for the state's economy. As far as the economics data is concerned, we are having our GDP 92,000 crore, and our per capita income is at par with the country. But then we are not satisfied with that. We would like to double it in say next at least 3 to 4 years time. In last 6 years we have doubled it. If you see our figures 2018, so we had a lakh rupees per capita income. Now it is 2 lakh. So in 6 years we have doubled, and with increased private investment coming, because out of our budget we spend about say 5,000 crore rupees in a public investment out of our budget. But last 1 year we saw that private investment is now more than the public investment by the state government. If that happens, then our GDP will fast improve. And this has been shown by Sikkim. Now, Sikkim has a 7 lakh rupees per capita income, highest in the country. If Sikkim can do it, then why not other states in Northeast can do it? Because Sikkim again doesn't have an airport and they have a lot of challenges. So if they can do it, why not? So you all are now our partners, and your attendance in huge number with a very short notice shows that there is a good traction for the Tripura in the national capital. I once again I welcome you, and you please raise your queries today, and we will try to attend it here. And please attend our Destination Tripura Conclave in the March. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for that very insightful and very promising address from you. Ladies and gentlemen, we now move to a very short audiovisual. It would be on the opportunities in Tripura. May I request our console team to kindly play the same.
Welcome to Tripura, the land of opportunities. Strategically located as India's eastern gateway to Southeast Asia, Tripura offers unmatched access to markets in Bangladesh, Bhutan, China and Myanmar. This strategic location, coupled with international standard air connectivity, broad gauge rail and expanding highway networks, positions Tripura as a rising star in India's economic growth story. Tripura stands tall as one of the fastest growing states in the Northeast. Its gross state domestic product has surged by 8.9%, making it the second highest in the region. Tripura has also made significant strides in achieving the Sustainable Development Goals, advancing from a performer state to a front-runner state. With approximately 3.6 million people, Tripura is the second largest state in the Northeast in terms of population. It has also one of the highest literacy rates in the country. Tripura's demographic dividend, characterized by a young and educated workforce, provides investors with a dynamic labor pool for future-ready industries such as information technology, healthcare, tourism and hospitality. Tripura's industrial infrastructure offers excellent facilities for investors, as demonstrated by the Asian Development Bank's $85 million investment in the state-of-the-art Bojang Nagar Industrial Complex, located just 12 kilometers from Agartala. Additionally, as a power surplus state, Tripura ensures an uninterrupted power supply to its industries, providing a reliable and efficient environment for business operations. Tripura is India's second largest producer of natural rubber and offers great opportunity for value addition within the state. Tripura hosts the country's first and largest bamboo industrial park and fulfills 60% of India's requirement for bamboo sticks for agarbattis. The state houses over 15 million agarwood trees, with a scope for making it a hub for forest-based product. Tripura exports the state fruit, queen pineapple, which has earned GI tag, and various other spices abroad in large quantities. Agriculture is the backbone of Tripura's economy, and there is immense potential for agritech, precision farming, agro-processing and cold chain ventures that can improve supply chain efficiencies. Tripura's growing population and increasing investor interest are fueling a real estate boom. Demand is consistently rising for land development, residential complexes, multi-story apartments and retail spaces, opening new avenues for growth in real estate sector. In the digital space, Tripura has emerged as the second best IT destination in the Northeast. It hosts the third international internet gateway in the country and is the only northeastern state with a dedicated data center policy. With attractive incentives on power, bandwidth and infrastructure, Tripura invites investments in data centers, BPOs and AI-based healthcare solutions. A tourism heaven, Tripura is home to ancient Hindu and Buddhist sites, pristine natural landscapes, and unique cultural traditions. The state's ecotourism and heritage tourism circuits are opening fresh opportunities for hospitality and allied sectors. Further, the government's host of progressive and sector-specific policies are creating an investor-friendly climate. This includes ease of doing business reforms and single window clearances through the Swagat portal. Government of Tripura has earned the distinction of being proactive, stable and transparent. In recent years, various events have showcased the state's immense investment potential, drawing national and international interest. Tripura is ready and invites all potential investors to be part of this transformative journey. Invest in Tripura. Invest in progress.
After that wonderful audiovisual, ladies and gentlemen, we now move to our sectoral presentation. And each presentation is timed for about 5 minutes. And we begin with the Agarwood presentation. And to make the presentation, may I invite Director NCE Forest Department, Mr. Prasad Rao.
Respected Honorable Minister, Industry and Commerce, Government of Tripura, senior officers and colleagues from Government of Tripura, all the respected officers from different organizations who are promoting industry, trade and commerce in Government of India, all the other enthusiastic investors who have come here to understand the business potential in Tripura. Good afternoon to all. I am here to present on behalf of the Forest Department, Government of Tripura, on one of the emerging sectors of our primary sector, that is agar. Before, I have formatted my presentation in two forms, that is, what is this agar sector, I would like to explain. Then, of course, this I will show it through one video, and followed by that, why you have to invest in this sector in Tripura only, and what are the investable projects in this sector, I would like to show.
From pioneering rubber and bamboo economies to transforming livelihoods, the Tripura Forest Department has long been a catalyst for sustainable prosperity. Today, a new chapter unfolds, one steeped in the captivating essence of agarwood. In the verdant heartland of Northeast India, where ancient forests whispers tales of tradition, the aromatic agarwood tree flourishes. Here in Tripura, a land whose very capital, Agartala, bears the name of this treasured wood, nature's most precious fragrance finds its home. NDF study by the Botanical Survey of India estimate that Tripura has over 15.15 million agarwood trees, with 13.84 million on private land, making it the second highest state in India for agarwood population. Yet, this aromatic treasure once teetered on the brink. Unsustainable harvesting practices threatened agarwood's very existence, leading sites to classify it as an Appendix II species, a designation that imposed stringent trade regulations worldwide. Tripura Forest Department and the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change achieved the unprecedented, establishing an export quota in full CITES compliance. Tripura became India's trailblazer, the first state to navigate these complex provisions and successfully export agarwood to the UAE. Sites enabled global trade with the participation of Agartala Agarwood Corporation (OPC) Private Limited, a local manufacturer commanding attention at Dubai's prestigious Beauty World Middle East. Tripura government introduced the visionary Tripura Agarwood Policy 2021. The NTFP Center of Excellence (NCE) was entrusted with overseeing interventions across the entire value chain, including production, processing, value addition, capacity building, quality parameter definition, certification, market linkage, and export facilitation. To promote private agarwood plantations, the Forest Department provided free saplings and collaborated with various government schemes. The state government is establishing a dedicated agar market in Kadamtala, which will be functional very soon as construction is in its final stage. Furthermore, the Tripura state government, along with support from Ministry of Donor and NEC, is establishing a dedicated agar cluster in Kadamtala with an investment of 27 crores and an international trade and research center in Agartala with an outlay of 15 crores. Additionally, to protect the product's unique identity and authenticity, Tripura has applied for a GI tag for Tripura Agarwood with support from Neramac. NCE, in partnership with the Skill Development Corporation, offers specialized training in chip extraction, ensuring skill enhancement and employment opportunities. Collaborations with the Fragrance and Flavors Development Center have paved the way for settling BIS quality standards for agarwood oil and birthed exquisite perfumes named after Tripura's flowing rivers, each fragrance a liquid tribute to the land's natural beauty. The NCE, in collaboration with the Central Institute of Medicinal and Aromatic Plants, launched the Dry Agar brand, an elegant collection of gel, cream, hair oil, and moisturizer that brings agarwood's therapeutic properties to daily life. 4 strategic buyer-seller mates have established Tripura Agarwood's presence in both national and international markets. NCE's innovation extends to crafting 100% pure premium agarbatti masala, dhoop cones, and agarwood incense sticks. Natural infection of agar trees remains rare and geographically limited, making artificial inoculation essential. NCE rigorously tests inoculum samples from domestic and international providers on research plots, identifying optimal solutions for Tripura's unique conditions. NCE collaborates with the National Institute of Technology, Agartala, to develop indigenous artificial inoculum and establish a state-of-the-art testing laboratory for sample certification, ensuring quality excellence at every stage. Today, Tripura stands as a testament to the power of sustainable practices and visionary governance. Its journey from facing ecological challenges to becoming a pioneer in sustainable agarwood trade exemplifies the harmonious blend of tradition and economic growth. Join us in celebrating this extraordinary transformation, where every fragrance tells a story of resilience, every product reflects unwavering commitment, and every achievement illuminates the path to a sustainable future. Welcome to the aromatic odyssey of Tripura.
Now I think we have understand what is agar. in a short term, if I want to say, it is a aromatic tree which is endemic to the northeastern region in general and specifically to the in the Tripura state. Our capital city Agartala name itself is the land which is abode of agar trees. With that, our capital city Agartala name has derived. So that much culturally it is integrated into in our history. Now, I would like to explain what is the business potential globally and nationally what is the business potential on the for this tree. I would like to explain. Globally, the business potential for this sector is around 60 US billion dollars, and in India it is almost 50 crore, 50,000 crore every year. And in Tripura, the present potential, the projected potential for this agar sector in Tripura is 2,000 crores every year. So that much high value, low volume commodity it is, and we are having 1.5 crore tree population right now, which is ready to harvest, and we are again we are having expansion plan of these plantations, and every year we are adding 50 lakhs trees every year under different projects of the state. So this is a brief introduction about this commodity. Now, why you have to invest in Tripura in this sector, I would like to explain. As I told, we have 1.5 crore already population of mature trees, and every year we are expanding 50 lakhs every year, and we have huge networking with the national and international traders, basically from Middle East and European countries, and we are having 34 plus advanced processing units which can extract this agar oil and agar chips, which are the main tradable commodities. Then we are having ideal agroclimatic conditions, which made this commodity is endemic to our northeastern region. As I told, since we have very good rainfall distribution pattern for a prolonged period and high density of forest, and this microclimate has given a scope for the growth of this rare commodity in our state. And interesting thing is, we have a miracle of natural infection. The beauty of this commodity is, one insect have to infect this tree, and as a defense to protect from that insect infestation, the tree have to secrete this resin, and the resin is having aromatic and therapeutic values, medicinal values. So this is a very rare commodity and high value commodity, and is creating a huge business potential in our state. We have a traditional craftsmanship for extracting this oil. It is a highly skill oriented job for extracting oil and chips from this commodity. So these are the strengths from our state. Then why we have to invest in Tripura is, we have dedicated agarwood policy. Our government, as our secretary has told, we have done a lot of use of doing business policies. We have done a lot of complaints reduction mechanisms, and we have done a lot of deregulation mechanisms, and we have come up with innovative policies. So as in the same direction, we have formulated 2021 agar policy, and we have used out tree registration and felling formalities, and our state government has recognized this agar sector as one of the priority sector, and we have dedicated LPC and certification and documentation facilitation mechanism facilitated by Forest Department, and we have applied for the GI tag of this agar chips and agar oil. CITES export quota is secured, and it was enhanced for many times, and single common portal for use of doing this documentation process for issuing the CITES certificate, it is ongoing. And every year, as I told, we are enhancing 50 lakh plant population every year under different schemes. So these are the different project components where you can come and invest. One is mature agartis farming and procurement. We have 1.5 crore plant population in 2 districts, and you can come and purchase these trees and you can inoculate. You can come and inoculate in these trees and you can do the business. Inoculum production itself is having a huge business potential. This is one area where all biotechnology companies can come and invest in this sector. Distillation units, value-added products, perfumes, cosmetics, agarbatti and medicinal products. This industry is also there. There is a huge scope for this value addition products. Agarwood testing laboratory, again, it is having a huge potential. If any agency is expert agency which is already having this GCMS sort of facilities, they can come and they can install their infrastructure over there. Again, last but not least, Agarwood tourism and experience centers and wellness centers. This is one of the emerging sector along with the tourism sector in our state. So this is also having a huge scope. So these are the avenues where you can come and invest, and Tripura Forest Department is there to support in all these areas. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. That was Agarwood presentation. We now move to our next sectoral presentation. This would be on health, and may I request Directorate of Health, JD Directorate of Health Service, Mr. Alok Devagan, to kindly make the presentation. And I request all the presenters to kindly limit their presentation to 5 minutes only. Thank you.
Namaskar, Honorable Minister Srimati Santana Chakma, Minister Industries and Commerce, Government of Tripura, Secretary Industries and Commerce, Government of Tripura, Sri Kiran Gita sir, and other dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. Good afternoon to you all. I am presenting health services in Tripura, an overview on behalf of Directorate of Health Services. As you know, Tripura is a landlocked northeastern state of India. Total area is 10,491.69 square kilometers with a population of approximately 4 million, mix of urban and rural population. Tripura mainly focus on strengthening public health care. We have 2 government medical colleges. One is AGM's Agartala Government Medical College and GBP Hospital, and one government dental Agartala Government Dental College and IGM Hospital Agartala. Then we have 6 district hospitals, 15 subdivisional hospitals, 21 community health centers, 123 primary health centers, and 1018 sub-centers in our state. Achievements of Tripura in health sector, mainly public health and primary care. Number 1 is strengthen primary health care networks, that is sub-center, PSC and CSCs, upgradation of Ayushman, upgradation of all health sub-centers to Ayushman Arogya Mandir and PSCs and CSCs to Ayushman Bharat Health and Wellness Centers, and high institutional delivery rate, which is about 90% in the state of Tripura, and improved immunization coverage, that is about 98%, which is higher than national level. The national level is 93%. Reduction in IMR, which is 21 per 1000 live birth, and maternal mortality rate, which is 85 to around 102 per lakh cases. Then implementation of Ayushman Bharat, Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana and Chief Minister Jan Arogya Yojana. Then recently in last January we have started Mukhyamantri Niramay Arogya Abhiyan to detect all NCD cases, non-communicable diseases. Then progress under National Health Mission, and we are supplying free essential drugs and diagnostic services to all OPD attending patients. Then we have upgraded that Agartala Government Medical College and GBP Hospital. Then we have established one cancer hospital, which is the regional cancer center in the northeastern state, that is Atal Bihari Vajpayee Regional Cancer Center. And we have established 4 trauma care centers, that is one at Dhalai District Hospital, one at Gomati District Hospital, one at South District Hospital, Shanti Bazar, and main one is at AGMC and GBP Hospital. Then one is coming up at North District Hospital. We'll be starting very shortly there. Then 102 and 112 ambulance services statewide, telemedicine services for remote areas, e-hospital and digital initiatives, successful COVID-19 management and vaccination drive, and reduced out-of-pocket expenditure, as we are giving the Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, implementing Chief Minister Jan Arogya Yojana. Then key areas where more investment is needed, mainly super specialty and tertiary care expansions, and these are oncology, cardiology, that is cath lab, neurology, gastroenterology, and advanced ICU and critical care units. They are for strengthening referral hospitals. Second areas where more investment is required, that is trauma and emergency care network. As I told already, we have 4 functional trauma care centers and 1 upcoming. Then 24/7 emergency medicine specialists, then advanced life support ALS ambulances. Number 3, advanced diagnostics and medical technology, that is MRI or CT scan in all district hospitals, molecular and digital pathological labs, then AI-enabled diagnostics and lab automations. Number 4, public health and preventive care and NCD screening, that is Mukhyamantri Niramay Arogya Abhiyan. We have already started in last month. In that program, we are detecting diabetes, hypertension, and cancer in all patients who are more than 30 years of age. And maternal and child health strengthening and disease surveillance and vector control. Number 5 is digital health and telemedicine, statewide tele ICU and e-hospital integration. Electronic health records, which is not available in our state now, and then remote connectivity of rural and hilly areas. Then expected investment outcome, reduced out of state referrals, because these days we are referring patients to Kolkata, Chennai, Bangalore, even Mumbai, Delhi, AIIMS. Second point is improve health indicators, and number 3 is revenue retention within state, and finally regional health care hub potential, because Bangladesh is very near to Agartala, so more patients are coming for treatment to Kolkata, Hyderabad, and if we can improve our healthcare system at Agartala, then may come to Agartala. And thank you.
Thank you so much. That was a presentation on health. Next, we have a presentation on IT. May I request Joint Director IT Department, Mr. Shamal Devabarma, to kindly join us onto the podium and make the presentation. Again, requesting everyone to kindly limit their presentation to 5 minutes only. Thank you.
good morning, respected dignitaries on the dais, industry leaders, investors, distinguished delegates, and partners. It is an honor to present before you on Tripura emerging frontier for IT and digital investment in this daily roadshow, a platform built on opportunities, collaborations, and long-term growth. Due to shortage of time, I'll just move to my main sector. A strong investment destination is built not only on geography and resources, but on progressive policy architecture and commitment. With a clear vision to promote IT knowledge-driven industries, the government of Tripura has undertaken a series of strategic policy reforms and structural interventions, like introduction of IT/ITS policy, data center policy, startup policy, new generation innovation network. This I'll cover in my next slide. In today's world, digital economy, cyber resilience is critical. With the introduction of Tripura cyber security policy, that state has taken proactive steps to strengthen digital security infrastructure, protect data integrity. To strengthen institutional capacity, the government introduced a dedicated Tripura ID cadre policy. Infrastructure is important for industry growth, and with this goal, we have already established 2 IT parks at Agartala. This wherein provides ready-to-occupy office spaces, reliable power and connectivity, supportive ecosystem for IT or ITS companies. Catalyzing data center investment. Realizing the growing importance of digital infrastructure, the government has introduced a data center policy. Under this policy, we are providing incentives like reimbursement of floor rental charges or government land lease charges, special power tariff of rupees 4.75 to the data center enterprise, exemption of open access of power, bandwidth cost subsidy of for 5 years up to rupees 10 lakhs per annum, capital investment subsidy up to 30% on total fixed capital investment. Tripura has already taken concrete steps beyond policy announcement, like Bharti Airtel Limited we have already allocated 1 acre of land for establishing of commercial data center in Tripura with an estimated investment of rupees 200 crore, and they have already started their construction work. We have also received proposal from Polotars Group, PBM Inventions Private Limited, CTRLs for setting up the center. This demonstrates investor confidence and signals market readiness. To create a structured cluster-based ecosystem, the government is developing Tripura IT and data center zone to support IT/ITS data center investment. To position Tripura as a competitive and future-ready IT destinations, the government has designed a comprehensive framework that reduces capital burden, lower operational cost, and strengthen long-term ecosystem reliability. Apart from our 2 IT parks, the government also proposes to establish 1 new IT park with approximately 1 lakh square feet exclusively for IT/ITS industries. Under our IT/ITS policy, we are providing subsidies such as 45% subsidy on fixed capital investment, maximum limit up to 125 lakh, 30% subsidy investment for developing IT park with an upper ceiling of rupees 500 lakhs, 50% reimbursement on floor space rental and plug-and-play seats, partial reimbursement on interest on working loans, reimbursement of 100% SGST, reimbursement of power charges at rupees 5 per unit for 5 years, 100% reimbursement for contribution made towards EPF or ESI. bandwidth cost subsidy at 50% up to 5 lakh per annum. In our two IT parks, presently about 10 companies are operating. We are also coming up with our new IT, ITS and electronics policy and new GCC policy. Igniting innovation, startup Tripura. Innovation is the backbone of a resilient and future-ready economy. Recognizing this, the government of Tripura has built a comprehensive sector-agnostic startup ecosystem designed to nurture ideas from conception to commercializations. We have introduced sector-agnostic Tripura startup policy, ensuring opportunities across industries from IT and electronics to agri-tech and manufacturing. To support entrepreneurs at the earlier stage, we are providing tri-seed fund of rupees 2 lakh, reimbursement of up to rupees 2.4 lakhs for maximum 1 year as operational cost, support of proof of concept up to rupees 10 lakh, marketing assistance up to rupees 5 lakh, reimbursement of up to rupees 2 lakh for domestic patent and up to 10 lakhs for international patent, waiver of EMD and tender fees in government procurements. Ecosystem and achievement growth. Presently, about 110 staff has been registered with Startup Tripura, and we have already disbursed more than 1.5 crore to these startups. We have also established 40-seater incubation seat for startups, and 8 incubation centers already established at 10 colleges under our NGIN scheme. The government also proposes to develop an innovation park with approximately 70,000 square feet for exclusively for startups. NGN fostering institutional innovations. Sustainable innovation begins at the institution level. To embed an innovation culture within our technical and higher education ecosystem, the government has launched New Generation Innovation Network scheme. Under the NGN scheme, we are providing one-time grant of rupees 10 lakh for creation of incubation, rupees 5 lakh per year for operational maintenance, funding of rupees 1 lakh for 5 projects by host institutes. Beyond funding, NGN also provides support for market access, investor connect, mentorship, and industry interface. Having laid a strong policy and institutional foundation, Tripura is now moving decisively into the next phase of growth. Our focus is to build world-class infrastructure that attracts investment, foster innovation, and position the state as a competitive IT and data destinations. So, we are coming up with incubation and innovation park, which I have already discussed in my earlier slides. The modern IT city. A dedicated state-of-the-art IT city is enriched to host IT, ITS firms, BPOs, GCCs, MSMEs. It will include incubation centers, co-working space, skilling facilities, and shared digital infrastructure. Tripura IT and data center ecosystem zone. Also, I have already covered in my earlier slides. TNEST. This initiative will act as a catalyst for innovation-led enterprises. Digital skilling hub. To ensure talent availability, a digital skilling hub is being developed at Agartala. Over the next 3 years, it will train and certify about 12,000 youths through NSQF aligned programs in emerging technologies, office automation, data analysis, etc. It will create a job-ready digital workforce with a target on employability rate of 60 to 70%. Last but not the least, it's orange economy. Tripura is also stepping into the future of creative digital economy. The state is contemplating dedicated policy support for the ABGC XR sector like animation, visual effects, gaming, and extended reliability. With all this, I would say that Tripura is building a future-ready digital economy backed by strong policy support, modern infrastructure, and a skilled workforce. We invite you to partner us in shaping Tripura into the next emerging digital and innovation hub. Thank you.
There was a presentation from the IT sector. We now move to the education sector. May I request Associate Professor, OSD Higher Education Department, Dr. Tomojoy Dev, to kindly make his presentation.
A very good afternoon, distinguished guest on the dais and off the dais. I am speaking on behalf of the Higher Education Department. So, as the government policy is clear to make the Tripura as an education hub, and Tripura is one of the fastest growing education hub in entire India. And last couple of years, we have seen a tremendous growth in investments in the sector of the higher education specifically. If we call for the setting up of new colleges, multidisciplinary colleges, universities, skill universities. So, if you go to the next, then the message is clear. Tripura is aiming to achieve the 30% GER from the presently maybe a 23% GER. And the figure showing here is the older one, is a 21-22 session, which is available in the MHRD websites, in the ICE portal also. So, to keep the pace, we need higher enrollment rate, because we find each and every year around 27 to 28,000 students clear the 12th, and mostly 60% students have the more than 50% marks. And we find that thousands of students are traveling to other parts of India, like southern part and northern part, also in the eastern zone also. And to cater the trending educational trends like AI and some other skill areas, ML, big data, students are eyeing for the southern and other parts of India. So, to cater the demand, we need more educational establishments in our state, and government also investing, but we prefer the private partners also. Now, as per the record, Tripura has almost 98 higher education establishments, including the private universities, colleges, which is also includes the medical and paramedical establishments also. And we have in last couple of years, 2-3 years, Tripura has grounded 4 private universities in our state, apart from the government universities. So, Tripura offers a huge opportunity for the private investors. So, this is the target. There are 3 things. There is a market gap and demand signals, which I have already mentioned. Like that, there is a capacity gap versus the GR target we want to achieve. There is a skill and industrial linkage also, like IT, data centers, agro-processing, MSME development, and there may be power and electrical sectors also, rubber and agrotech, hospitality, then healthcare skilling, policy investing in the IT and ITS sectors, industrial setup, and which will also increase the placement opportunities for the graduates. And also we prefer
research and center of excellences, which may be the benchmark for any establishments. I mean the higher education establishments, if we talk about the colleges or the university. So this is the recommended investment opportunity. If we stack the lower level, the fifth one, the skill universities or large scale skill centers, which have a very large market demand, because there is a multiple entry in the higher education system as per NEP now. The students can entry from the class 8 also, class 10 also. So for the skilling, there is no age bar. So there is a plenty of opportunity for the investors if they open a skill university or large scale skill centers, and later a multidisciplinary general college. It may be a nursing, it may be an ITEP college, or maybe a professional college or technical college, and definitely the private universities or skill universities or center of excellences, which will focus on research and innovation. So these are few domains we can work out, like IT and data center operations is there. For the NSQF aligned diplomas or VWOC courses, hospitality and tourism, healthcare assistance and paramedical, rubber technology, agrotech, AI and emerging technologies. And the capex mentioned here, they are just indicative. We have also few government establishments like from the NILITE, then NSDC, and also we have local industry clusters also, and definitely with the state Directorate of Higher Education is there to help you out. And there are options like multidisciplinary general degree colleges, which may be focused on rural or semi-urban areas. Professional technical colleges, we have NITs, we have triple ITs, and we have the National Law University also in our state, and definitely we are eyeing more apart from the government establishments. We are ready to work with the Center of Excellences and Research Parks like agri innovations, bio-resource management, the renewable energy, microtech grid, cross-border trade and public policy, data center operations, cyber security, AI and drone technologies. Like as I mentioned, the FICCI University, which is one of the oldest private university in our state, they are doing wonderful. Techno group, they have set up the Techno University 2 years back. Dhammadipa International Buddhist University is there, which was established 2 years back. Aryavarta International University, Mata Tripura Sundari Open University, they have started this year only. There are all the private universities. These are the academic excellence research collaboration strategy. We can do a quick wins, MOUs with the established institutions like NIT Agartala, TIT, Triple IT, and also of course the Tripura University. There may be an academic MOU with all the universities in terms of research and academic purposes, and also it may help with the NEC, NIRF, and IRA ranking progresses, which will maybe showcase for the private establishments. That is the which are the steps may be followed. Like there may be a commission for the feasibility study. You are welcome to visit our state and you may do a feasibility study. We are there to help you, and there you may prepare a district by demand, and definitely there are some from the 8 districts. Dhalai district is the aspirational district as per the Niti Aayog, which has been declared, and there are other districts also: Sipahijala, Gomuti, North Tripura, South Tripura. They are mostly untouched, because everyone is trying to cater the business from the capital city Agartala and near about Agartala or the West district, but these districts are also may be explored, and so please engage with us, and definitely it will be a great moment if we join our hands to build a bigger Tripura in near future. Thank you.
That was a presentation from the education sector. We now move to our next presentation, and may I request Deputy Director, Tourism Department, Mr. Sushil Kumar Yangs, to kindly make the presentation on tourism.
Honorable Minister, Industries and Commerce, respected dignitaries on the dais and of the dais, and all the delegates from different corporates and industries. On behalf of the Tripura Tourism Department, I welcome you and thank you all. Today, I shall be presenting you about the immense tourism potential in the state of Tripura. Though Tripura is a very small state and located in the farthest corner of the northeast, Tripura is very beautiful, having a very vibrant culture, rich history. We're having a very limited time, so I'll directly go. I'm moving directly to the tourism sites of the state of Tripura. As you know, the Tripura is a princely state ruled by Manikka dynasty for thousands of years, thus making it home to magnificent palace and heritage sites. These are some of the famous heritage sites in the state of Tripura: Unukuti, Pilak, Boksanagar, Chabimora, and Bhubaneswari Temple. All these sites are UNESCO recognized sites. Tripura is a beautiful state, rich in biodiversity, flora, and fauna. Tripura is having Tripura is a wanderlust for nature lover, and these are some of the ecotourism sites: Sipaijala Wildlife Sanctuary, Krishna Wildlife Sanctuary, Boromora Eco Park, Kumolong, Jampo Hills. This is one of the beautiful hill stations of the state of Tripura, where you can have a view of 360-degree of the state of Tripura, as well as part of Bangladesh and Mizoram you can view from here. And it's also the cleanest village. The Wanghun is located here. And Dumbur Lake, this is situated southeast of Tripura, close to Bangladesh border, covering about 45 square kilometer water body dotted with 48 islands. One of the island, Narikalkans, was developed as the tourist resort, and more 4 islands will be developed. First, recently, foundation stone was laid by our Honorable Minister of Donor. Tripura is the land of temples, churches, and mosques. These are some of the famous temple, churches, and mosques in the state of Tripura. Mata Tripura Sundari Temple, one of the 51 Shaktipeeths, is located here in our state in Udaipur. And then the Kasba Kali Bari, Chaturdas Devta Mandir, and many more. As I've said, Tripura is a friendly state ruled by Manikka dynasty. These are some of the beautiful and magnificent palaces. The Ujjanta Palace, located at the heart of Agartala city, built after the Great Shillong earthquake of 1897 and inaugurated in 1901 by Maharaja Radha Kishore Manikka. Now this houses the Tripura State Museum. Nirmahal, this is the second largest lake palace in India and the only one in the eastern and northeastern region. This is located at the middle of Rudrasagar Lake. Rudrasagar is a 5 square kilometer water body. Puspavanta Palace, our Secretary Industries have already mentioned about this. We have funded it to Tata Group of Companies for development of this heritage hotel, Taj Puspavanta Palace Hotel, and Old Rajbari at Udaipur. India is a land of fairs and festivals, and Tripura is no exception. The people of Tripura are lovers of songs, music, and dances. So there are many community-based and regional-based festivals in the state of Tripura, but these are some of the common festivals which are celebrated by all sections of the people: Diwali, Asakstami, Kharchi, Nirmahal, and many others. And Tripura Tourism have recently initiated a festival known as the Unity Promo Fest. Second edition have completed, and this year we're going to celebrate the 3rd edition. So all of you are welcome here. Tripura is having a very vibrant culture, and the cuisine, the food are mouth-watering. Here, Tripura is home to 19 indigenous tribes, the Bengali and the Manipuri. So, in one word, we can say that Tripura's culture and tradition is the blend of tribal and the non-tribal. These are some of the accommodations we have offered, run by both the tourism department and the private enterprises. I would like to request all the investors to have a look on this. This is the last 5-year tourist footfall in our state, starting from 2021 to 2025 to 26 financial year up to January. Here we have seen that there is a rise of tourist footfall in the state. So there is a high demand for tourism infrastructures in the state. These are some of the investable projects which we have requested and invited the visionary investors to come and invest in the state of Tripura. We have cozy accommodation, fancy accommodations in our state, yet we need star category hotels, luxury boutiques and resorts, eco-lodges, wellness retreats, and glamping destination, wedding destination and conference venues, Panchakarma and yoga meditation centers, and many more. We also invite investors to invest in multi-dimensional amusement park, adventure and water theme park, Fort Lord Museum and Tribal Heritage Village, Ecotourism Park, Biodiversity Park, Bonsai, Orchidarium and Fanarium, casinos and malls. Tripura is a land of adventures. 60% of the state is hilly area. So, if they are interested in visionary investor, we invite investors to invest in ropeway, cable car, skywalk, trekking, hiking and rock climbing, zipline and bungee jumping. I think these are the most favorable investable projects if there are visionary investors. Though Tripura is a hilly state, we do not lack in water. So water-based activities, investable projects like parasailing, flyboarding, houseboat, lake excursion cruise, luxury yachts, underwater and floating restaurant can be developed. We have two famous lakes, Rudrasagar, where the Nirmahal is located, and the Dumbur Lake. This is the much awaited investable projects in our tourism sector. Helicopter service to Dumbur Lake, Jampu Hills and Kailasahar. Toy train and funicular train service in the hilly destination of the states. Sea plane ride services. We shall meet in the V2G meeting. Thank you all.
Thank you so much. That was a presentation on tourism. May I now invite Mr. Swaraj Devavarma, Project Director, TRIDA, to kindly share his presentation.
On the dais, Honorable Minister, Srimati Shantana Chakma, Industries and Commerce, government officials, and my dear investors. Well, Tripura is a very clean and green energy state. Why clean and energy state? Because 65% of the land is covered by forest. You can say it is one kind of the mini Amazon of the Northeast. You can think like that. And of course, we want to stay clean and green. And for staying clean and green, renewable energy plays a very vital part in that. Myself, Swaraj Devavarma, Project Director, representing from Tripura Renewable Energy Development Agency. So I will mainly focus what are the investment opportunities, what we have done till now, and what are the incentives being given by the government of Tripura, especially by the industries and commerce. I will not go details into that. These are some of the projects we have done and completed.
and I'm proudly wants to state that Trader has been receiving many awards for the past 5 years. In the PM Kusum, Trader is the most best performing states among the northeastern states for the consistent 5 years, and we have also been awarded for the best performing states in the renewable energy sector among the northeastern states. We're always there, up there. And last year, we have received the prestigious Scotchy Award for the Innovation Award. So, this shows our commitment by our state towards renewable energy. Government of India as well as Government of Tripura is also very much focusing on the renewable energy sector. I think most of you must have heard the PM Surya Gav Mufti Bijli Yojana, PM Kusum scheme, Green Hydrogen Mission. So Government of India is investing a lot in renewable energy sector. And also our state doesn't want to miss the bus. We're always up there with the Government of India as well as with the other innovative awards. Now these are some of the projects we have done. We have provided study labs in 3,335 schools. We have installed solar street lights in 1,000 and 1,2 markets. It's still going. It's still going on. We have many demands are coming from the Gram Panchayat, BCs for installation of solar street lights, solar pumps for agriculture like the PM Kusum scheme, PM Kusum A, PM Kusum B, PM Kusum C. We can discuss in details in the B2G meetings afterwards. Solar pumps for drinking water. See, Tripura has a very geographical features, and decentralized is the only way for the solutions. Why decentralized solution? Because Tripura is a hilly areas and carrying the grid power there is very difficult and to maintain it. So we have installed such pumps such as higher capacity 20 HP pump under the Jal Jeevan mission, and we have done a remarkable job in that. And now Government of India, Government of Tripura is thinking of solarization of pump. Not thinking, we have already under process for solarization of 10,000 pumps. So these are the opportunities which are coming in Tripura. Solarization of pumps. We have already installed pumps under the Jal Jeevan missions, and we are going to install around 10,000 pumps within the 2-3 years for solarization. It will run on grid as well as solar. Solar microgrid power plant. There are some habitations where the electricity grid connectivity is not reached there. We are installing solar mini grid power plant there, and it was a very successful project, and we are still continuing it. Ministry of Donor is supporting us in that case, and our Government of Tripura is very helpful in that scenario. Solar community water purification plan. See, there are some locations in Tripura, and it is very much ironical that village nearby the stream is flowing, water is flowing, but there is a drinking water stop area. So I am doing a very innovation type of project, that is solar water purification plant. Off-grid hybrid solar power plant. In India, we are the first state to solarize all the public health sectors like the primary health centers, community health centers, district health centers, and the other states followed us. A grid-tied solar power plant. We are already doing this one under the RESCO mode and CAPEX mode. We have installed around 2,380 systems, and total capacity we have installed around 5,000 kilowatt till now. Grid-tied solar power plant, we have installed around 5 megawatt. And small hydro, we are also having an ambitious project in solar hydro and solar storage pump. That is around 10 megawatt. And Tripura is having very much potential to it. Why potential to it? Because our average annual rainfall is around 2,200 millimeter per year. So we have very good potential in hydro as well. And we are installing the solar high mast in market places and many other many important places where people used to gather at night time and all. These are the projects we're implementing. These are some of the pictures where we have already done. See, in the renewable energy sector, we have a very ambitious vision by 2030. These are some of the ambitious projects which we are going to undertake. Solar rooftop, both domestic as well as government, we are going to install around 150 megawatt. Solar grid connected power plant, that is rooftop solar as well as grid ground mounted. We have an ambitious plan of vision is of around 140 megawatt. Solar power plant in village. In village, actually, for maintaining the grid, it is very difficult. So we are planning under the vision of installing around 120 megawatt in solar village also. Solar pump, we are going to install around 15,000 numbers of pumps. That comes around 30 megawatt in collaboration with the DWS under the Jal Jeevan mission. Higher capacity solar pump, because in some places there is higher capacity pump is required, like 75 HP pump, 50 HP pump, 30 HP pump, like that. We have a very ambitious plan of 1 megawatt. Solar microgrid, mini grid solar power plant in villages where the grid connectivity is not possible because of the terrains and all. We are having a vision of around 5 megawatt there. Solar plant in rural areas, in some villages, we are going to install some solar power plant with the battery energy storage system, BES. Solar HIMAS in market areas, in village areas, around 3 megawatt. Solar street light. Street light is a huge demand in our state, because in Gram Panchayat and BCs, still now in Tripura, we don't have the dedicated like the municipality corporation of paying the electricity bill and all. So there is a huge demand in solar street light in Gram Panchayat. There is around 10.5 megawatt, and DRE schemes for we are trying to involve work with the TRLM self-help group around like cold storage, swing machines, solar machines, and recently we are doing the solar pump for the self-help groups with the TRLM. That is around 2 megawatt. Small hydro project like the solar storage pump and all. We have already one project is going in Longtharai Valley. That is around 15 megawatt. And of course, solar RO water, solar water purification plant in the drinking water starved habitations. Bioenergy plant around 2 megawatt. So these are the proposed project for investments. Under the PM Kusum A, there is a potential of 25 megawatt solar grid connected power plant, which potential is there. That comes around 125 crores. Lands are there. 5 lands has already been identified there. Land-based grid connected solar power plant of 140 megawatt potential is there, around 700 crore under the capex mode, and 130 megawatt grid interactive floating solar power. There is a Gumati receiver which you can install their floating solar power plant. Around 41 square meter area is available there. Of course, when you go for such a major projects of renewable energy, we need some, there's a scope for the setting up the assembly projects also, like solar street lights, assembly parts, for maintenance parts and all. There is around 50 to 20 crore, around 100 megawatt per year assembly. Such projects can be done. Compressed biogas plant, because in the coming year, we'll have a huge problem of the solid waste management and all. We are having an estimated capex like the around 40 crores, which will be done doing the Nagar Panchayats, municipality areas and all. So these are the incentives which are being given by the our Tripura states. See, you can just see there and go there. 40% of capital, fixed capital investment with ceiling like of rupees 125 lakhs per enterprise. So these we can have a detailed discussion in this one in B2G, because time is very limited. and whom you can contact for all this, where our state is very much investment friendly, very easy to do business. My predecessor has already told that. So we can, for any renewable energy projects, you can contact with the TREDA, Tripura Renewable Energy Development Agency, under the Ministry of Power, Government of Tripura. So you can contact with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. There was the presentation by Treda. And ladies and gentlemen, with that, we conclude the sectoral presentation. We now request a presentation on NER schemes Unnati. May I request Dr. Karampal Singh, who is the Nodal Officer Tripura, GPIIT, Government of Tripura, to kindly share his thoughts.
Good afternoon. I will not take much time. I will take only 2-3 minutes to explain. First of all, I would just want to explain that the sector presentation that we have seen, IT, tourism, education, healthcare, whether Tripura is providing a number of incentive to all these business activities. Same, since with the last scheme needs, NEEP, Government of India is also providing incentives under Unnati scheme that has been launched by the Prime Minister on the 9th March 2024, and last date is the 31st March, but recently we have extended for the 6th month. Now the last date for the registration is the 30th of September 2026. I will just explain the incentives that are available if you are investing in Tripura, investing in progress. The 3 incentives that we have outlaid in our scheme. The first is the capital investment incentive. First of all, Tripura is under the Zone B. All the 8 districts of the Tripura is under Zone B. So maximum incentives are available under the Zone B. The first example, if you are investing in any plant and machinery in manufacturing or in any service sector, you are investing 1 crore in your plant and machinery, the 50% of that with the cap of maximum 7.5 you can avail under the capital incentive. Second incentive is the capital interest subvention. Whatever the loan amount till the 250 crore, the Government of India will reimburse interest subvention 5% for the next 7 years. Third incentive is the MSLE, which is very lucrative. In the state policy, in the state PPT, you have seen that Government of India is providing CGST. No, we are not providing CGST. We are taking GST combinedly as the performance indicator, and 100% equivalent to your plant and machinery, 1 crore, 5 crore, 50 crore, 250 crore maximum you can take under the the GST reimbursement. We are taking GST as the performance indicator. If 1 crore you are investing in any business, 50 lakhs you can avail in the capital, whatever the amount of interest of your business, and 1 crore is your plant and machinery, and 1 crore you can take from your GST component reimbursed in the next 10 years from the Unnati scheme. So Unnati scheme is very lucrative policy. I urge to all the investors who are present in this business destination Tripura Business Roadshow. So you can visit to our website www.unnati.dpiit.gov.in. All the policies, all the process, how to apply under the Unnati policy, you can go to there. You can explore the number of incentives that are available if you are investing in Northeast and Tripura as well as in progress state. And second thing, you have the perception that Tripura is the last state. No, we have the perception that Tripura is the first state when you are entering in India from the ASEAN states. So I urge to all, invest in Tripura and invest in progress. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That was a presentation on NER schemes Unnati, and we now move to experience sharing, and may request Vice Chairman Jindal Advisory Services Mr. V.R. Sharma to kindly share his experience.
Honorable Minister, Ms. Santana Chakmaji, Honorable Shri Kiran Giteji, Honorable Shri Deepak Kumarji, Shri Bishwajit Chaudhary ji, and Mr. Majumdar ji. So, good afternoon to everybody. Thank you very much for giving me a chance to speak here. We have an associate company called RV Engineering and Construction that we have started in Agartala. We are investing more than 300 crore rupees in Agartala now. And the product is going to be the cold rolled, galvanized, color coated, cold rolled for the downstream industry like manufacturing tubulars products. We feel that there is a great opportunity, rightly said by Mrs. Singh, that this is not the last state, but this is the first state when come from the ASEAN countries. So the companies in future, what we contemplate, those who are going to be very potential investors in that state and which is going to cater to the entire requirement of the seven sisters and also to the adjoining countries tomorrow if the business relations they get normalized with Bangladesh and Myanmar. The industries will be like, for example, refrigerators and washing machine manufacturers, other white goods appliances manufacturers. Because at the moment, all of these products, they travel all the way from the western part of the country or from the northern part, like from Noida to Agartala, Assam, Guwahati, all these areas. Right from Noida or from Pune to Seven Sisters or the northeastern state of the country, it is an uphill task to transport white goods appliances. So we are making a base, the fundamental, that how to provide the steel sheets, color-coated sheets, galvanized sheets, galvalume sheets, the tubular products to all these white goods appliances manufacturers, those who are going to put up their shops today or tomorrow. The another area which is going to be a very lucrative area for the state, that will be producing two-wheelers in that country, bringing the components from outside, manufacturing the frames out of the tubular sections or the sheets, and generating or producing the in CKD condition, partly CKD condition, the two-wheelers in that part of the land. The another area is bicycles. We are also working now how to put up a new plant after this plant. Once we have the experience working over there, then how can we put up a rubber-based motorcycle and two-wheelers tire plant. This will be a game changer. Before we reach to TBR, that is truck bus radials, we will be working on two-wheelers tires. This will be radial as well as four-wheeler tires, the car tires. So once we establish over there, that is our future plan. We are also working because the state is rich in terms of energy, that is LPG or the gas or natural gas. We are also working how to produce, how to generate hydrogen out of natural gas available in the state, and how can we decarbonize making the steel or using steel or processing the steel. So this is another area in times to come which will be working. So in nutshell, we have planned to spend at least 1,000 crore rupees in times to come in state. We have done a beginning. It is a humble beginning. We have started with 250 crores of project, which in terms of size, it is today all of the incentives, they end at 250 crores. So I'll request government of Governor Tripura to please look into this matter to raise the bar for the bigger projects or the medium size of projects from 250 crores to 500 crores and times to come maybe 1000 crores. We are very bullish. Today, if you see the aerial distance or the distance by road or by rail from Akhura border to Chittagong, this is about 230 kilometers. Chittagong is a deep sea port. If the relations in between Government of India and Government of Bangladesh, which is likely to be normalized, they get normalized faster. Since Tripura government is supplying power to Bangladesh, the government of Tripura is in a better negotiating condition to speak to them to allow a product made in Tripura products to route it through Chittagong port. If you can route it through Chittagong port, then we can generate foreign exchange income of at least $50 to $70 million a year, which will be great income to the nation and to state itself. The another area is we can also route our raw material like hot rolled coils, zinc, aluminium, everything from Paradip port to Chittagong port and Chittagong by rail or by road to Akhura border or to the Agartala. So this is what is in our, this is a broad plan what we have in our mind. So whatever we have seen today, whenever the state is very friendly, the officers in the state, they are very, very friendly and rightly said and rightly declared that a true single window clearance concept that do exist in Agartala. So I'll encourage all of the potential investors, please look into this kind of facility and you can avail the benefits. We are there for the last 2 years now, and we are getting full cooperation from government of Tripura. So with the new products, what is in my mind, what I have explained to you, that putting up a tire plant, putting up a cycle plant, putting a tubular section plant, putting up a plant to supply the sheets, color-coated sheets, galvanized and PPGI sheets to the white goods appliances, that can be a game changer for the state. And the moment we get a route from Akhura, from border of Agartala to Chittagong, that will again change the economics as a whole. I'm sure Government of Tripura, Honorable Minister, she is here. Honorable Chief Minister, I met him about 3 weeks back, and he was very positive. He has encouraged the business. He is encouraging bringing the investor in the state. Shri Kiteji, he is here. He has encouraged us to come and to get whatever we need in the overall framework of Tripura policy, and we are very much thankful to all of them that they are encouraging us to put up more and more investment. Today with 250 crores, tomorrow maybe 400 crores, and in times to come maybe more than 1000 crores. So thank you very much. Thank you for listening. All the best.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, a moment that we all have been waiting for has arrived, and it's a huge privilege as I now request Honorable Minister Industries and Commerce, Government of Tripura, Srimati Shantanu Chakma, to kindly present the keynote address.
गुड आफ्टरनून एवरीवन। आज दिल्ली रोड शो पे आए हुए माननीय अतिथिगण, मंच में उपस्थित श्री किरण गित्ते जी, सेक्रेटरी इंडस्ट्री एंड कॉमर्स, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ त्रिपुरा, डॉक्टर दीपक कुमार, डायरेक्टर इंडस्ट्री एंड कॉमर्स, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ त्रिपुरा, मानव मजुमदार, सीनियर एडवाइजर FICCI, and Sri Vishwajit Chakrabarti ji, Assistant Secretary General FICCI, and other dignitaries. आज इस प्रोग्राम में आए हुए सम्मानित उद्योग नेता, निवेशक वृंद और उपस्थित सभी अतिथियों को मैं मेरे दिल से सबको नमस्कार करता हूँ। आज आप सबके बीच उपस्थित होकर मुझे बहुत खुशी हो रही है। आज मैं त्रिपुरा की विकास और संभावना की विषय में कुछ बात करना चाहता हूँ। त्रिपुरा आज तेजी से आगे बढ़ रही है और पूर्वोत्तर भारत में एक गुरुत्वपूर्ण निवेश केंद्र बन रहा है। डेस्टिनेशन त्रिपुरा बिजनेस कॉन्क्लेव 2026 हमारी सरकार की इच्छाओं को दर्शाता है। हम पार्टनरशिप बनाना चाहते हैं, निवेश आकर्षित करना चाहते हैं और त्रिपुरा को एक शक्तिशाली अर्थनैतिक राज्य बनाना चाहते हैं। पिछले साल में त्रिपुरा ने 10.5% की अर्थनैतिक वृद्धि हासिल की है। पिछले साल आईटी, हेल्थ केयर, फूड प्रोसेसिंग, बैम्बो, रबर और नवीकरणीय की ऊर्जा क्षेत्र में 5,000 करोड़ रुपयों से अधिक निवेश शुरू हुआ है। ये दिखाता है कि निवेशक त्रिपुरा पर भरोसा कर रही है। त्रिपुरा प्राकृतिक संपदा से समृद्ध है। यहाँ रबर, बाम्बू, अगरुत, गैस, चाय और कृषि उत्पादन प्रचुर मात्रा में उपलब्ध है। यहीं से शिल्पों और रप्तानी की बहुत सुयोग मिलते हैं। हमारी सरकार निवेशकों के लिए सहज परिवेश बनाने पर काम कर रही है। डिजिटल सिंगल विंडो क्लियरेंस और द्रुत अनुमति प्रक्रिया से प्रकल्प जल्दी शुरू हो रही है। इन्वेस्टमेंट प्रमोशन एजेंसी त्रिपुरा निवेशकों को परिकल्पना से लेके प्रकल्प तक सहायता करते हैं। इम्प्रूव हाईवेज, रेल कनेक्टिविटी, बेटर एयर कनेक्टिविटी और रिलायबल पावर सप्लाई, ये सब त्रिपुरा के शिल्पों विकास को शक्ति दे रही है। देवियों और सज्जनों, त्रिपुरा केवल निवेश का अवसर नहीं प्रदान कर रही है, हमारा दीर्घकालीन साझेदारी, सद विकास और भारत की आर्थिक उज्जवल भविष्य का पुनरुप प्रगति का अवसर भी प्रदान कर रही है। मैं आप सबको आमंत्रण करता हूँ, आइए त्रिपुरा में निवेश करिए और हमारे साथ मिलके विकास की नया कहानी लिखिए। त्रिपुरा सरकार उद्योग जगत की साथ मिलकर कार्य करने के लिए प्रतिबद्ध है ताकि राज्यों की वास्तविक आर्थिक क्षमता को उजागर किया जा सके और भारत की विकास गाथा में योगदान दिया जा सके। थैंक यू फॉर योर प्रेजेंस, योर ट्रस्ट एंड योर कॉन्फिडेंस। मैं फिर एक बार आप सबको त्रिपुरा में इन्वेस्ट करने के लिए इनवाइट करता हूँ और सबको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देते हुए मेरा वाणी को यहाँ पे विराम देता हूँ। जय हिंद, जय भारत।
माननीय मंत्री महोदया जी, आपका बहुत बहुत आभार हमें हमारा मार्गदर्शन करने के लिए और साथ ही भविष्य के लिए हमें प्रोत्साहित करने के लिए। एक बार और बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। एक बार जोरदार तालियों के साथ हमें आभार प्रकट करते हैं माननीय मंत्री महोदय का। Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, as we have understood, there is a paucity of time. However, we don't want to miss the opportunity of taking some interjections. We'll limit it to only 2 interjections for now. And always we can meet our dignitaries and during the networking break, and also we can interact during the B2G meeting. But for now, we can exactly take 2 questions, and kindly identify yourself and please make it as an interjection and not a comment.
Honorable Minister, it's wonderful to hear from you. I've had an opportunity of meeting you earlier as well. Your presence in the government is highly encouraging. My question is to the health department. What are the incentives the government is offering for an advanced secondary care hospital or a tertiary care hospital? And does the government offer single window clearance for a multi-specialty hospital?
Health sector has been declared as a industry in our state. So all the state policies, like say TIPS 2022 and industrial policy 24, they both are applicable. So you will get a substantial help in that. Plus, we also give a land on concessional rate. Like say, you may get about say 5 acre, 10 acre land at some annual premium of 20 lakh, 30 lakh rupees, like that. So land concessional rate, and then other say power subsidy and other issues are also there. Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm particularly interested in the skill development in the areas of wellness and hospitality. We have trained more than 1,000 people in the state of Sikkim by taking over the capacity.
We will talk over B2G on that in detail. Okay, if there are any major basic queries you can ask, otherwise we will go for a lunch and then we will talk. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I was hearing on the power sector, the scheme and about the solar power system. What is the policy regarding the reverse metering also when the power is surplus and it is being fed to the grid?
So our colleague in TRADA, he will talk to you.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. We would further our interactive session during the B2G meeting, and then of course we can make use of our interactive sessions. Ladies and gentlemen, as we move towards the concluding moment of this opening ceremony, may we now request Mr. Manav Majumdar, Senior Advisor FICCI, to kindly propose the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm aware that we are running short of time, so I try to be brief. Honorable Minister, Secretary Sri Gite, Dr. Deepak Kumar, my colleague Biswajit, esteemed delegates. On behalf of FICCI, I am honored to propose the vote of thanks. At the outset, I would like to place on record our deepest gratitude to Honorable Minister of Industries and Commerce, Srimati Shantana Chakma, for her gracious presence and inspiring address today. Madam, your leadership and dedication towards the development of Tripura and your efforts in positioning the state as an engaging and emerging investment destination are truly commendable. We thank you once again for your kind presence this morning. I would like to put on record and place on record our sincere thanks to Sri Kiran Gitte, Secretary Sir, for kindly joining us and for his insightful remarks. Our sincere thanks are also due to Dr. Deepak Kumar and all other esteemed panelists, government officials, both from the Government of India and Government of Tripura, all the delegates and friends from media for their kind presence. With these words, I would like to request all of you to please carry out this vote of thanks with a round of applause. Thank you. Namaskar. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much. May I request our honorable dignitaries to kindly give us a moment for a photo opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly stand by. A quick reminder regarding our B2G meetings. We would have the B2G meetings in the same hall, and we request you to kindly join us one by one, and our organizing team members will guide you regarding the B2G meeting. Once again, the B2G meeting will be in the same hall. Kindly join us for the same after the networking lunch. We thank our Honorable Minister Ma'am for joining us and encouraging us with her presence, and we thank her for her valuable insights and also, most importantly, her valuable time. Ladies and gentlemen, at the cost of being repetitive, may I request you all to kindly join us for the B2G meeting in the same hall, where you will have an opportunity for the interactive sessions as well.